Hello, and welcome everyone to another live stream. I've made it once again. Sunday seems to be the time that I can do this. So we should be live on both YouTube and Twitch once again. And I've already seen Rose Artemis is already here in Twitch chat. Welcome. Yeah, what are we gonna do today? I think since we still have about an hour until weekly shorts releases, we will just do some campaign. We started that last stream. Maybe we can take a look already. So I've been able to go all the way to track 14 with author medal, though the last couple of ones were kind of difficult for me. So we'll see if we will be able to get more author medals, or maybe if we have to settle for gold at some point. But yeah. Welcome everyone. If there are any problems on stream right now, let me know so that I can, well, address this. So far it looks good on my end. Still getting used to the streaming thing. I think this time I've set up everything, hopefully. And yeah, I think we will be going soon. Okay, plugin for Open Planet needs an update, so let's do that before we head in. And yeah, I think other than that, welcome everyone. Enjoy the stream. If you have any questions, let me know. And I think we'll just go and yeah, see what these tracks are about. Okay. Yeah, looks like everything seems to be working. Nice. All right. I think I need to turn on the music a little bit more. I'm not quite sure. Like, let me know if this is maybe distracting, or if you want a little bit more of the in-game music. Maybe at some point I also put on some of my own music. I'm not 100% sure on how that works, if that works. But yeah, I think we are good. So, Rose Artemis, I hope you're doing well. What have you been up to this weekend? And oh, interesting. And this is actually a multi-lap track. Cool. So we might have another challenge on our hands here with the next track. We will see what this is about. As I stated in the last stream, I have not played this campaign because I just was holding off a little until I was a little more comfortable with Trackmania again, after just being away for such a long time. So I felt comfortable enough now that I think we will be, hopefully, oh, interesting, it's really blind. Hopefully we will be able to get something done here, and well, if not author medal anymore, then at least gold medal for the next couple of tracks would be nice. We will see. Yeah, I think I just need to... Okay, this might be drift. Need to figure out the track here. And engine off. Okay, and then we are back to the start. Ah, and then you can jump. Interesting. Okay. Okay, Rose Artemis, you've been spending a fair amount of time on this one. So I was kind of hoping that since this is a multi-lap, that there's a little bit more leeway, because just the track is long because of the multi-lap. I mean, I was kind of hoping that it would be a little bit easier. We'll see, I guess. I mean, this first one is obviously... yeah, I need to remember. Obviously not gonna be author medal. It's probably not even gonna be gold with my respawn and bad driving, but yeah, we'll see. I'll just have to figure this one out. Not even sure, there's some penalty there. Maybe you want to overjump this? There is a possibility. And here, this is so blind. Nice. Yeah. Because it's... Ah, there's an arrow. Okay. I just noticed there's an arrow at the top, which is kind of helpful to know where I'm going. Ah, okay. So maybe it's not the AT, but yeah, I would imagine this in ranked is probably quite difficult, I would assume. Because being consistent for 3 laps and then also over and over, that's probably quite difficult, to say the least. But yeah, this was very slow, so let me see if I remember now and can actually drive this semi-decently. This grass section here makes it kind of difficult. Oh, we'll see. Jumping is not good, but let's just continue for now. So I kind of wanted to try if maybe... Is there a way to... If you go down early? There probably is. There's some penalty. I'm not sure if it's even worth over jumping that. Could be. Not 100% sure. Let me actually check one more time. If we just go well, up here, obviously, and then go a little bit tighter, not that tight, okay. It's an interesting track for sure. Completely mixed, and yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if overjumping that is worth it. We're thinking I'm just gonna go smooth here. And then go towards the arrow. And maybe actually hit the checkpoint. Yeah, consistency in Trackmania, it's a weird thing because Trackmania is so much about time attack and you can't just respawn over and over. It's way more difficult to get any consistency into your driving compared to, let's say, something like just sim racing, for example. So if you're just doing lap after lap the same tracks, then it's way easier to get consistency. I mean, still, consistency is still a challenge. I mean, there are enough hot lappers. I was one in the very beginning myself. Therefore, for sure, there also is a problem with consistency. But I feel like in Trackmania, it's even more so. And that's why I'm always so surprised and astounded by the pro players in, like, for example, yesterday I was watching ENC qualifier once again, the Elite Cup, and like I just can't understand how these drivers are this fast lap after lap. And okay, I need to check this out again. Okay, there's another arrow up there. Okay, so I know where I'm going. So yeah, yesterday they were playing the USA map from the campaign and seeing how consistent they were and just, yeah, also how fast at the same time is just ridiculous to me. Really fun watch yesterday. Oh, come on. But yeah, the pro players for sure have so much experience in Trackmania and then also practice quite a lot that they, I wouldn't say don't have a problem with consistency, but I think they are just way better than your average Trackmania player. This is probably not a good landing. But yeah, just still ridiculous how fast they can be at the same time while being that consistent. A little bit too early there. Okay. Now let's see if I can actually get 3 laps in. That would be some consistency. You can overjump this penalty. Still not sure if you want to, but there is a way, I'm pretty sure. No. Okay, let's go again. Okay, 3-lapper is definitely more challenging to get through than your typical normal stuff. Had to adjust there, not great. Let's continue anyway. Yeah, I feel you, Rose Artemis, with like something like F1 or also GT racing, like where you have just a lot of time to just practice a single track. You can become a lot more consistent at that. And I also feel Trackmania is so many tiny details and like weird little interactions that are going on. And if you just make a tiny mistake, it can so cost you. I mean, I'm not quite sure if that would be the same in like sim racing. To a degree, maybe. But yeah, I think it's just a very different game, and also just the fact that the tracks in Trackmania, there are so many of them, and I at least feel like they are way more difficult than your average F1 track, for example. Oh no. What am I doing? Trying to read chat and drive at the same time. Not really my strong suit. Maybe I should focus a little bit. Oh boy. We might be here a while. Okay, you can... Was that even worth it? I'm not sure. You can jump there though. I wanted to figure this out, finally. Okay, then it was this drift. And there was a no slide. Nice. Well, I kind of want to finish one 3-lapper here without respawning, so we actually have some reference to how fast we need to go. So, but... Ah, I see. I think this is like how you can do it. And you have to go way more on the inside, then you can also just keep full accelerating. A little bit too far outside. I had to release. And you really need to be careful to not jump out there. Oh, that was quite slow. Almost didn't make that uphill. Go a little early. What happened? Why did I get a nose slide? Was I too slow? No, I wasn't too slow. Maybe I didn't steer early enough. Ah, damn it. Oh, let's watch Pity Timer. Pity Timer would have been gold with the 141s and 135 for Author Medal. I feel like I've got my work cut out for myself here. Oh boy. And yeah, the fact that there are real-world tracks in these games, like Sim Racing, Spa, Silverstone, it's definitely also a factor for sure. And you've got that nose side as well. Yeah, I feel like this one might get tough once again to get Author Medal, but I have to get gold medal first, so let's see how we do here. Okay, that was a little bit better, and then I was kind of jumping. Okay, maybe I shouldn't jump there. You can, but maybe just not in the first lap. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, you jump here again. Let's just do something like this. It's fine. And then that might have been a little too far inside. There's a lot of speed there. So that was a little bit. I was kind of scared to get a nose slide once again, but at least I managed this time. And I need to go early up. That was a little bit too late. Oh no. Almost. Okay. I think for now the goal is kind of shifted and I kind of want to get gold for now. And then we'll just see. And I think I know why I got that no slide, because you get an auto slide after the grass part. And if you're in a slide, then you can't get another slide. So that might have been why. We are quite a bit ahead now of our previous best though. This is nice. Lap 2. Let's try this again, and probably need to just drift cancel to actually get a proper slide going here. And I feel like I need to jump more towards the right so I have a better line for this, but this was okay. Just had to release a little bit. I think that was a little bit of a bad landing, but let's see. Yeah, it was slow. That was slow for sure. Where are we at? It's gold medal for sure, but wow. 3.5 seconds away from author time. That might be tough. Oh boy. So now the question becomes, do I want to go for this? Or do I maybe just accept the gold medal here? Because 3.5 seconds... I mean, this can snowball quite a bit because it's a long track and you have long straights. If you just are a little bit faster everywhere, then it can for sure compound, but I'm not 100% sure if I'll be able to get this, to be totally honest. But maybe I shouldn't give up yet. Maybe I should just try. I kind of need to figure out this part here. Okay. Already we are a bit faster. Quite a bit actually. Nice drop down here. Try to keep the speed. We are already almost 2 seconds ahead. Oh, that was not great. Lost some time there. Like this, we should also get a little bit more speed. No, no. So, I think it's possible to get this author time if I really get a good run in. Let's see. I think I'm gonna give this a couple more tries. Why not? This might have been too far outside, yeah. Okay, let's go again. Okay. Yeah, I thought so. It's difficult for sure. At least for someone like me. Is not the best Trackmania player. Okay, that's better. And then somewhat inside. Yeah, like this. Even overjump the penalty a little bit. Probably like this to keep as much speed as possible. A little bit too much of a slide, but it should still be okay. Yeah, still quite a bit faster. 46 more speed. And 1.2 seconds, now 1.7 seconds ahead. Okay. Once again, not the greatest landing, but yeah, just straighten out there to try and get the... No, no slide once again. Ah, boy. I thought I had cancelled the drift from the grass road transition. Maybe once again hadn't full steered long enough. Okay. Almost. That was close, but managed to do it, and once again a lot more speed. This time sadly not quite as far ahead as previously, and yeah, if I do this, and that all doesn't help. Still messing up the start, why? This shouldn't be difficult. Didn't get that much of the booster, but still, it's okay, I think. Slowed me down quite a bit. But I think here I was quite slow in the previous attempt. Oh no. That's a big slowdown. I'm not gonna continue this one. So yeah. I think like from track 11 onwards, the tracks and especially author medals got a lot more difficult for me. I still hope that I'll be able to do this. Oh no. Yeah. Did release the drift there a little bit too early, I think. Also still not 100% sure if this is the right way to do this transition. It's like you always get such a bad landing. No. Still had the auto slide. I had to release so much. Definitely not my best attempt here. Oh, almost crashed. I feel like we had attempts where I was like a second faster than this. Still not 100% sure about this, like maybe I should just cancel the auto slide way earlier. Let's see, yeah, you can definitely overjump the penalty there, especially in lap 2 and 3. Oh, a really bad angle once again. Okay, this was, well, 1.2 seconds faster, still super far away. Let's see. Am I gonna give this? Yeah, I think I'm gonna give this a couple more tries. Just wanna try to get the author medal and need a better start than this, for sure. Yeah, I hope everything stream-wise is working. Always have to kind of check them. I don't know, I'm a little bit paranoid about that. Especially with the multi-stream going on. But I hope that my OBS will somehow warn me if something is not working correctly anymore. Yeah. I know there's a lot more time in this. Not if I jump like this. What was that? New try. Behind already and slower. Let's try that again. Okay. I think I jumped a little bit. Kind of messed up my turning after that. So this is how you can do this. Isn't really faster, at least not in lap 1, but that's okay. Why does my car always tilt in such a weird way? I'm not 100% sure on that. Well, that was messy, but should still be faster. Yeah, quite a bit. It's 1 second, over 1 second. I feel like my turning before I jump off there is not great. Maybe I should stop that. Oh no, still auto sliding. Yep. And there goes all my advantage. Well, we're still a second ahead, but I lost so much speed there. Yeah, only half a second now. This is a little bit better of a jump, I feel like, and then just straighten out here a little bit. Well, let's just finish this regardless. I need to somehow make that work better for that last turn. Once again. That's a little better of an angle, I think. Once again, I had the auto slide. I don't know what to do about this. Tried to cancel it, but didn't work. I had that dropped down better last time. Well, at least I managed to this time cancel the auto slide, but my slide afterwards was bad. Still, we are faster, we are ahead, so let's continue. Almost crashed again. Oh, I think I clipped there. On the drop down. It was a little too far inside. That was a better drift though. .3, 1.4 seconds, thereabouts. Don't think this will be enough, but it will be an improvement if I don't screw up this last turn. I almost did. And that's 700s away. Now the question becomes, we do have about half an hour until weekly shorts. So maybe we should continue, but yeah, also if this is getting too boring for you, just let me know in chat. We can move on to the next one and I can come back to this at a later point and try to get this author medal. And by the way, if there's anyone new in chat, either in YouTube or on Twitch, feel free to say hi. And let me know how your weekend has been going. To go again. You're always happy to watch a bit of hunting with Artemis? Okay, then I will continue. was already, when I started the drift, was like, that might be way too far outside. And it definitely was. What was that line? I'm not 100% sure. Already behind. This is not great. I think I'm gonna restart. Just trying to preserve speed there. It should be good. Bad line. Yeah. This drop down is probably the thing that is costing me the most amount of time, because I really haven't figured that out properly. Where you want to jump off and where you want to aim. You always have a lot of airtime there, but I feel like the angle of your landing basically matters a lot. This way I did land a lot earlier, and I did keep also more speed, so this might be good. Not a great drift this time. Also did need quite a bit of penalty. And there goes all the advantage, looks like. Can already hear my ghost. Yeah, maybe something like this to keep more speed. That was a lot of penalty this time. Felt better about that drift though. Oh, where am I going? No, come on. Ah, if only. We do have a little bit more time until weekly shorts, so maybe I can figure something out here, or just drive better. Not with this start. Definitely not with this. I don't know, this cost me a lot of time. Yeah, I feel like this for a landing here is better. I just can't get that much penalty there on the uphill. Did have that auto slide again and was too late on cancelling it. This is just not great. I think for lap 1 I should just try and take a smooth transition there to the dirt, to the grass. Already behind again, and also slower. I feel like I can't get author time with a start like that. Why did I jump there? Ah, come on. I will get this at some point. Not great, but okay. Let's just try to get an early landing here. Not eat all that penalty there. That's a lot better. Oh no. No slide once again. I thought I had cancelled the auto slide. It's a decent start. Now something like this. Yep, it's good. Nope, still in an auto slide. Why? I don't get it. Tried to cancel it, but maybe I'm just doing this wrong. That might very well be. Oh well, we are still ahead, so let's continue. Lost some speed there, not great, but we can get a good landing here once again. That's good. Still in an auto slide. Come on, we were so far ahead. And there's my ghost. I feel like just because of my optimization for the dropdown we can easily get this. If only I was able to get that auto slide properly. Or that, well, that drift to the left with the auto slide from the grass section before. Don't feel like I just don't understand that properly yet. Okay, let's lock in. Early landing. Didn't get that penalty there, that's great. I'm still in auto slide. Why? I don't get it. Maybe I need to counter steer? I'm not 100% sure how you deal with this. Thought I clipped there. But I did gain, or did get a lot of penalty. Well, let's still continue. I think there's still a way we can get this. With this first lap. A little bit too far angled to the left side. Good. Well, I was able to cancel the auto slide, but I was in way too far on the outside. Not the greatest start, but at least we have some speed. And where am I jumping? Maybe we'll just go quite far inside. Nope. Oh, come on. Will I ever get this right? I don't know. I feel like I'm struggling more and more on that slide. On that drift to the left. Decent start at least this time. We'll drop down. Once again, the auto slide killed me. Do we continue with this? And for now, I guess we can. I was like quite far behind. No, I think we have to restart once again. Oh. Almost hit the wall. Same. Oh, where am I going again? Not great. Not okay. That was way too early of a drift. Kind of afraid this time that I wouldn't have the time, but this time I actually managed to cancel the auto slide quite early. I was about to say, we can probably also do some no-slide shenanigans on the grass section. Or sections. Even here, maybe? I don't know. Not great, but we'll take it. What am I doing? You're so focused on what's coming up ahead that you just miss your turn completely, or your turn, you just hit the road edge. Okay, once again. The release a lot there was not angled well enough. Okay, not amazing at all. Let's continue. Where am I angling my car once again? Oh boy. Okay, we now really need a really good last lap if we want to have any chance here for the author medal. It's not looking great. Early landing at least. Okay, should be a lot more speed. Not 100% sure how good my end was on that previous best. Better than a wallbang for sure. Kind of thought we would be able to get to more tracks before the weekly shorts, but I'm really struggling on this one. And kind of, I don't know. And hi, Visions in YouTube chat. Almost didn't see. Sorry for being late. No need to be sorry. I mean, nice of you to join. Somehow, this entire weekend, the entire population of insert whatever country needs me. Okay. I mean, it's good to be needed, I guess. But yeah, no need to apologize for being late. I mean, I kind of announced the stream, I don't know what, half an hour ahead of time. Wasn't 100% sure if I would be able to make it today, but luckily I was. Kind of always happy when we can get these weekly short streams in. Well, it's not only weekly shorts, but kind of the reason why I'm doing this on this time on Sunday. Oh no, where am I going? Oh, that cost me so much time again. No. Well, we can get an early landing here at least. And we are still ahead, even though that was really, really bad. Come on. We need a really good last lap now. My ghost is already catching. Okay, let's try to get this. Don't think it's enough. It's an improvement, and I think we could have made that if that second lap wasn't that bad. Let's try again. And yeah, efficients, no worries. And weekly shorts tracks will release in about 12 minutes. And I think we will check out the records from last week's tracks first, and then get into the new ones. There were some people recommending that in the comments of the last video, and we also kind of did that at the end of last week's stream. And I think it's good to just do that, to try and learn something from the last week's tracks. Damn it. I feel like I'm getting a little bit more confident at this track, but there's always so many mistakes to make here. I feel like I can... yeah, this is a better way to get this transition, gain a lot more speed from that. If only I was able to figure out how to deal with this grass road transition properly. Problem is with these kinds of tracks, I don't only have to do this once, so I could get lucky. No, I have to do it 3 times. And that kind of makes it, well, a little bit more difficult to actually get a proper run in where I get this all 3 times. Okay. Oh, no, it hit the inside. And yeah, Efficients, they reveal the top times, so the times that were secret the whole week when the new tracks release, so in about 10 minutes. So we can then, yeah, check out every record. It's basically how they're doing this. The records are secret for a week, so everyone can try to get the best time in that they can without being able to watch what other people are doing. And, well, then, after the week, you can check out all the records. And then hopefully also maybe learn something from them. And then play the new tracks. And wow, I had so bad in that previous attempt, but still was able to mess up. I feel like even worse now. I kind of don't want to say it, but I feel like I figured out a little bit more how to deal with this auto slide problem. Hopefully. We have the delta right now, so if I don't mess up this lap, we are free. Maybe. Okay. Oh no. Auto slide. Nope. Nope, nope. Oh no. And I messed it up. I shouldn't have said anything. No, come on. What time is it? 8 minutes till weekly shots. Yeah, no. I don't know. I saw that I had the auto slide. I tried to even still counter steer a little, couldn't get rid of it, and then I was so far into that turn already. Bad angle. Yeah, that was super close. I mean, we had it. Just had to get a decent end, and that would have been it, but I got a bad end. A great start, but let's continue. Okay. I was kind of thinking that, yeah, like this. I can't just go very much inside. I have so much space to correct and try to get that drift cancel. Yeah, it's so brutal when you screw up the end, especially on a long track like this. Still getting no slides. I mean, do we continue this? I mean, I know that my second lap on the PB attempt was pretty bad because of whatever my ghost is doing in front. But, I mean, we are a second behind. But we are catching. I don't know. And there was still the auto slide going on. Okay. Okay, early landing. Pretty much inside. A lot more speed and whatever that was once again. Oh, okay, your time was a 138.6. Yeah, that's still, like, I think still not very easy to do. As I said, a track like this that's so long and you have to do, well, a lot of the, at least to me, kind of difficult things 3 times. Just makes it a lot tougher to get good time in here, and especially the AT. Okay, let's try again. So, very much inside. Come on, cancel that drift. Not amazing, but okay. Take it. We just have to do a little bit better here. Saying that is not it. Will we get this AT before the new weekly shorts? I think it's gonna be very close. Not amazing, lost a lot of speed with that drift. Should still be fine, hopefully. Oh, come on, what am I doing? At some point this is getting frustrating, I have to say. Decent speed, I would say. Come on, cancel that drift. And hit the wall still. If only I could figure this out. Maybe you can just... What was I doing there? Also just try and get a clean, straight transition from grass to road. Do not even have to deal with any auto slides going on, but I don't know if that's really that possible. We do have more speed. There's still a chance here. That's the auto slide. Oh no. Oh, I slowed down too much now. This is probably not gonna be it. I think my last lap was decent in the PB attempt. And we are behind. Kind of need to risk a little bit, I think. Okay. Not with an auto slide still going like this. Yeah. It's a PB. But yeah. Oh man. Yeah, you're right, efficiency. I don't know. You need a certain kind of mindset for Trackmania, I think. Just going again and again, and you know it's possible. You just need to get it together, but sometimes it can just be so frustrating. Always so afraid now of this turn. It's probably also not great. But we are ahead, and we know lap 2 of our PB is really bad. Because it did something like this? Okay. Still a little bit better, I think. Oh no. Ah, okay, still fine. I was a little bit early on the drift there. I had to slow down quite a bit. Can I still make this without jumping? No, I can't. Yeah, an improvement is an improvement, that's true. Sometimes even if you're just a thousandth faster, it's still an improvement. And also you always learn something by doing by driving this repeatedly. I mean, I didn't figure out this drop down in the middle section until quite late into trying this track. Oh, it was okay actually. This might actually be a good transition. A little bit from right to left. Come on. Why do you give me a no slide again? Okay. We are ahead. Bad angle, really bad angle. Come on. I mean, I think weekly shorts are releasing now, roundabouts. I feel like I can get this. Kinda don't want to give up now. Ah, I clipped there. I think we'll give this like... how much more? Like maybe 5 more minutes? If I don't get it by that time, then we will leave it and move on to weekly shorts, I think. Because I know it's possible. Still the auto slide going on. Like, how do you cancel this properly? Maybe I need to watch some, like, tutorial on this. Like, I know so many things about Trackmania, just sometimes not knowing how to do certain things. Oh boy, where was I going? Nice flip though. Interesting line. That's fine, I think. And I still had a slide going. Sometimes I just can't figure this out. Come on. I want to get this AT before we move on. Still, I don't know. I also don't know, sometimes you have a slide going that's just like 2 tires having skid marks. I also don't know what that is about, and if that's considered a drift still, and if I can not initiate a new drift when that's going on. Not 100% sure on some of these fine little details. Whatever, let's go with the release and without a slide at all. Still faster for some reason? Maybe I should just do that, just don't try to even drift. Oh no. Okay. Not quite having the time yet. Jump again. 0.6 ahead. If I don't mess up this last lap, I think we've been here before, haven't we? Come on. We can do this. I can do this, hopefully. But maybe with your help, I'll just release. Oh no, wallbang. No, not again. We've been here before and I made that mistake again. No, no, no. Ah, come on. And by the way, hello, Scorpion? Scorpionsen? Something like that? Hope I got that right. Go, go, go. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. I mean, I did give myself 5 minutes. They are pretty much over, actually, but I kind of want to still get this. And it's also Trackmania. Like, even if this sometimes can get frustrating, like, you know it's possible and you want to get it. Okay, managed to cancel that drift for once. Ah, hit the wall, no. Yeah, I did hit the wall. Okay, one more try. One more proper try. I feel like this is how you want to do this drop down. Okay. Second lap and we are so far ahead. No, I shouldn't have said anything. Yeah, how many sequels does that have? I've been here before. Probably more than I would ever want. Oh. This is it, one more proper attempt. The one where we make it to lap 3, let's say it like that. Almost hit the checkpoint there. That was kind of close. Oh no. This line was not it. Oh, loads of penalty that I did take there. It's crazy to think that at this point in our previous attempt we were like second ahead. So there's so much more time in this. But I just can't make it work so far. Not amazing again, but okay. Lap number 3. I'm not gonna say anything. It's a PB. It's a PB, and I know I can make it. 4 tenths. Really. I kind of don't want to move on. I hope you're all okay. I'm not 100% sure. I think we have like 2 people on Twitch and 3 on YouTube right now. I hope you're fine that I'm delaying weekly shorts a little bit still. If you want me to move on and go back here later on, then just feel free to say it in chat. But I kinda wanna get this before we move on. A little bit of a late landing. Still fine, I would say. What was that? Okay. Yeah, I can't stop when you're so close. This is also what I feel like. Good. Right. Okay, we do still have the auto slide going. Oh, come on. I couldn't really cancel that. It's not enough space. Or at least I didn't know how. Did I clip there? Doesn't look like it. And it sounded like it, and it was really close to that wall flag. I don't know. Not a great drift at all, but we'll take it. A lot slower than in the previous attempt. Still okay. Not great once again. Like at some point I need to figure this out. Maybe, well, probably not today, but at some point return to this track. I just want to learn. Then looking at the world record or just better times than myself would probably be helpful. Auto slide again, but we are ahead. Is it enough though? I don't hear my ghost. Yes! Finally! Auto medal. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. I can finally take a drink. Also probably should do that a little bit earlier. Ah. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, thanks, Rose Artemis. Yeah, finally made it. So we have finally made it, and we have all author medals for the first 15 tracks. So I kind of don't want to know, like for 16 through 20, it's gonna be sketchy, and I know I'm pretty certain that these 5 tracks, I've seen other people play them and they were pro players. I don't think I will be able to do this. But yeah, we made it. We made it. GG. Thanks, thanks. Nice, nice. Finally. So yeah, now let's actually get to what we set out to do like 12 minutes ago, which is take a look at the new weekly shorts. But first, before we take a look at the new ones, we'll just check out quickly the records on the previous ones. And also, I should probably do some sort of intro for a YouTube video, because I kind of want to cut this down so people who don't catch the stream will be able to also see the weekly shorts discovery. So yeah, let me just collect myself, I guess, to be able to do some sort of intro. All right. And we are still good on everything, looks like. Nice. Then let's go. So, welcome back to another week of weekly shorts. We are in week 64, but before we check out the new tracks, let's actually this time check out the records on the tracks on the previous week and just try and figure out if we can learn something from them. I didn't have time to play the tracks last week, sadly, so I just did discovery and then I wasn't able to do much of anything with the tracks. But let's just see. This track seemed like a pretty innocuous one, pretty easy. I just wasn't 100% sure on which lines to take, and that there probably was some no sliding going on. And yeah, already did see something there. So yeah, pretty much just good lines here. Very tight here. That I wasn't too sure about. Maybe I was thinking about taking the hill, and like, yeah, snapping into a no slide there on the dirt to just put, and super close to that barrier. So a couple of things that we could learn is just trying to figure out why this line. And I think this line is because he can snap into the no slide here. And yeah, this line really nice. Yeah, I think can look at the next one. And by the way, for anyone watching this on YouTube afterwards, I'm doing this discovery in a live stream. Every time that I have the time, I tend to live stream both on YouTube here and on Twitch. So if you're interested on Sundays, then feel free to join. But yeah, let's take a look at the second track. This one I really didn't... I did figure out basically how you would do it, but I wasn't sure about the lines to take, especially with where to drift and how to set that up. So yeah, very narrow here, and then actually going up the hill and then setting up a very small drift. Seemed like a very small drift up. This really close to the checkpoint, and then just maximum speed and triangle finish, like I kind of predicted that you would probably be able to do when I did the discovery, but I was like, I'm not trying that. Like, if you have a good run and then you just miss and hit the finish, or just miss the finish completely, that would really not be nice. So yeah, really nice, really good record here. So the next one, that one was interesting because this is normally the one that's pathfinding. So I wasn't really sure what to make of this. I think it will probably be something about skipping some of the sections here and going actually over the penalty, like here. Okay. And would you jump here? No, you wouldn't. That was kind of a thing that I was thinking. But you probably just, okay, just jump that. Basically, just with the back of the car, collect the checkpoint. So yeah, you wouldn't go around here. It seemed slower to go there, but maybe it's just not, didn't do that great. But yeah, really setting up for a lot of speed and then just trying to collect the checkpoint and have a good line for the finish. Okay, so really not pathfinding here, but yeah, interesting. And alright, and Rose Artemis, you were impressed to figure out the best lines. I mean, for a like tech map, even if it's a short one, it's, I think, always really tricky if you don't have a lot of experience to figure out where and how to set up those drifts. So kudos if you managed to do this, and the triangle finish as well. So yeah, still, if you didn't execute that perfectly, still just figuring this out, learning stuff, that's what this is all about. So this one was basically the fast track, so kind of full speed. I was kind of not figuring out that transition nicely. And then what else was going on here? Okay, that was speed slide a little bit, looked like. And wait, what? Wait. I'm confused. Wasn't the finish... There are multiple finishes, right? Okay, note to myself. I was going like to the left. There were the obvious finishes, but this other one also seems kind of obvious, but I really didn't see that in Discovery. Okay, so note to myself, try and see where more finishes might be, even on tracks like this, which seem innocuous. There are even arrows there. I didn't see that. Okay. And the last one was very interesting. I'm curious how we're gonna see this if we take a look. Can we? Yes, we can. What's the path here? Okay. Did he collect the... Okay, we need to check that again in the beginning. Kind of similar to my path, but holy moly, is he fast. And I think, like this, he does collect the first checkpoint there. Goes around the duck and wallbang. And wow, super close to the wall there. Crazy. I thought my time was okay, but I'm like 6 seconds, more than 6 seconds behind this record. Wow, people are really good at figuring this stuff out. And crazy that you can actually take the checkpoint like this, the first one. And yeah, I mean, this line, just wallbang, super close, and collect the checkpoint like that, just with the back of the car. Crazy. Okay. So that was last week's tracks, and now let's go on and take a look at what we have this week. And yeah, let's just, without taking too much of a look at the pictures there, just see what these tracks are about. So, yeah, let's just see. What do we have? Where are we going? Okay, here. Then up here. Plastic. And down there somewhere. Plastic again. And 2 finishes. Yeah, probably this one. And yeah, like I said in previous weeks, author time is easy on purpose, so that all times are secret on the left. I see. So need a good transition for that. Maybe a little bit of a drift. I'm not 100% sure about that. And probably go quite inside, but then something like this. Okay. So I just need to get a good transition for this. And yeah, here I don't know if it's a drift or if I just full speed it and take the plastic like this. Okay. Maybe you can even take the left finish. That would be a little bit faster because of shorter line. Could be. And yeah. Need to try and figure out how to get a good transition here all the time. And probably get a lot... Okay, can't go that close. And maybe something like this, and then... I can't jump though. Jumping is not good, as always. Okay, didn't have to drift there at all. A little bit of a bad transition. Did lose a little bit of speed in the end, but yeah, something like this. I'm also a little bit skeptical sometimes because of like hidden finishes, hidden routes and stuff like that. I think this transition I need to figure out. So how do you want to take that to... Because you always jump a little bit. You take it like this. But you don't want to go up there. How would you do this? It's probably still at the like connecting point between the up and the down slope. Something like that. Probably try to get an early landing there. A little bit too much inside. Interesting. I think it's all about that one transition. Probably not all about that, but I think for me that's like the biggest question mark. And also, why did I have 10 less speed there? Interesting. Might just be the drop down. Like if you release a little, maybe you get a little bit of an earlier landing. Could be good. And then that's not a good angle though. How would you want to approach this? This is just too much of a jump. What I did before was kind of go like basically exactly in the middle of that block. Something like that. Interesting. You can also probably gain some time on that uphill turn here. Take that in a better way than I just did. Also can't really figure that out yet. Like I feel like I sometimes just not randomly, but I lose speed in just the transitions. Also not sure if there's like something more particular about these plastic road transitions. And you probably also don't want to steer too much on the plastic. I think, if I remember correctly, that also loses your speed. So how would you want to set that up? Interesting track for a first one. Very interesting. Yeah, this transition and like the plastic turn there is something I'm not 100% sure on how to tackle that. And while normally on other tracks we could just check what the world record does, it's weekly shorts, so all times are secret. And we can't take a look at what other people are doing. But that's part of the fun of weekly shorts, you need to figure this out yourself. So that's what we'll try to do. You probably can also like get a little bit more speed if you just take a bit of a tighter line at the top there, beginning. And then jumping too much is just not fast. Even if you lose speed on the plastic, that's not it. Let's try to just take it very tight here. Didn't really manage this time. Air time. I kind of want to get another improvement. Or we move on to track number 2. Like you can get really close to that corner. Had the like one kind of tricky transition quite good, I think, in my PB. It's too wide. Also interesting, I kind of need to take a look at what I did here again, because I was like... I kind of went straight pretty much in the middle and then started steering right about here. That seems to be about what I wanted to do. Okay, let's try that again. -3 speed for some reason. Interesting. I feel like you can take that transition also a little bit better if you go a little bit from like top to bottom. Hopefully can show that a little bit. Go like diagonal here, but you need to have that timing really, really well. And maybe it's not even that good. Maybe you need to cancel that drift that you get from going over the plastic. Okay, like a little bit more of a diagonal jump gets you a bit of a better speed. And yeah, a little bit faster. Still not great. Almost top 1000, but I think we'll leave it at that and move on to track number 2. That one might be a tech style track again, we'll see. Yeah, I would say so. But how tight this is, I hope this is no neo drifts, because I can't do those. But yeah, so far this is no drift. Just need to be, or need to have a good line. Oh, interesting. A little bit of like weird kind of like block placements here. Because you feel like the track is gonna continue in a specific way and then it's kind of shifted towards the side. Okay, this is a drift to the right. And then... okay. So, I don't think there's any drifting going on in this first section. Really weird transition there. Okay, let's try and figure that out. Okay, he's losing so much speed in the start, it should probably not happen. I think can just go quite close and then just steer a little earlier. That's okay. I see. You need to overjump the road border, but probably don't want to jump too much. Come on. Hitting the wall is also slow, by the way. Just FYI. Can't jump. Yeah, you need to be a little bit more on the outside. Yes, and still goes too much on the inside. Okay. Once again. It's called Drift Island. And I'm not quite sure how many drifts this actually has. Maybe there's more to it than I can see at the moment. I kind of was seeing just one drift. Can get the start at some point, that would be nice. It's a really bad angle, I think. Let's hopefully... this? Okay. So, more towards the outside here so we don't jump, and then drift here. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe if you have speed, then this becomes a drift? I think it's mostly about figuring out how to set up that right-hander, that drift. I would assume, at least. And yeah, getting that uphill. Very interesting track though. Something like this. And then... still, I think I need to set up the drift earlier. At the release, and then... yeah, kind of don't make that. So either release as well for the end, or also set up that as some kind of a drift. Or you just have to steer early enough. Okay. Maybe we can get to top 1000 on this one. I mean, it's still very early in the week, so basically about half an hour after the tracks were released, so it doesn't mean anything, but still. Just in comparison to track number 1. Well, still did help us out in a way. Oh no. Yeah, I have to release quite a bit. It's a bit of an improvement, but... and yes, this is the lagoon environment, so I think they call them vistas for some reason. But yeah, was just released basically like about a month ago, I would say now. Yeah, just nice that we have some other visuals now, and also in the game, and not just through like very good track editors with doing scenery outside of the game and stuff like that, but just in the game, nice scenery other than the stadium. I personally do really like this, and maybe, just maybe, we will get the Lagoon car as well as Canyon and Valley in a future update. I mean, there's a chance. I mean, why else would they go out of their way to build these environments? Who knows, but could be. Yeah, maybe something like this, a little bit of an earlier drift could work. Take a lot of speed from here. Didn't have to release, I don't think. Well, okay. Should have released for the finish though, because missing that is not helpful. Okay, no jump. Not quite sure if that's actually drift, but we are top 1000. Nice. A little bit higher over the border would probably be helpful. Okay. Then set up the drift like this. Yeah, that way I could keep more speed if I was able to not crash the road border. Yeah, it was a little bit too fast. And you love the lagoon environment in Turbo. Yeah, a bit fast. I don't remember much because quite a while that I played Trackmania Turbo. But I feel like I still did enjoy the lagoon environment. It's not as crazy as something like Island from United. That was definitely too fast for me. What am I doing? I think we can still get an improvement here easily. I say easily, but we can get an improvement. Let's try to lock in. Was a little bit too far on the inside for that drift setup. It's an interesting map, and maybe there's, as I said, more to it than I can figure out at the moment, because like that turn, I'm not sure, like, yeah, but maybe there is something more. I mean, why would you call it Drift Island if there's just one drift? There might just be a little bit more to this. I feel like I need to drift for this one to even hit the finish. Was a little bit late on the drift, but still, that was an improvement, and I think I'm fine with this. That's, well, I don't want to look at the rankings too much, but yeah, I think that's okay for now. It's a track that I might come back to later in the week. And now let's move on to track number 3, Old School Cutting. Okay. So maybe this is not a pathfinding track, but actually a track where you need to figure out how and where to cut. So let's just try and drive this as a normal track. And then just, like, even the start is weird. And that's probably on purpose, because there's a better way to do this. There's the first checkpoint. Okay. Let's continue. Go around here. Yeah. Okay. Let's just continue. Some rail grinding or whatever. Oh, that's the finish. Okay. Let's try and drive that again. And yeah, I don't know. Okay, something like that. If you wanted to drive normally. And then you need to release or drift. And then like this. But I feel like that's not the plan. So let's take a look in Cam 7. Since this is called Old School Cutting, what would you do? I mean, you could just go here and jump down. Maybe if you have enough speed, then you can go down here. Then what could we do? I mean, there's the next checkpoint there, so you have to go here. Moving parts always is like, is there some way to like cheese it? I don't know. Then from here, what is this? Is this just scenery? Probably, right? Yeah, you can probably just drop down from here and get a little bit of a better line, and then or you can actually probably jump to the finish directly, right? Okay. Alright, let's see if we can actually do what I thought you can. Okay. Yeah, almost, but I think this is the way, at least in some way. Okay. Now maybe no air brake, because that's probably not helpful. Try without. Almost. Bad landing, but still, let's continue. Then we go here, 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 and then... How would you feel like you need to go very much on the inside for this one, and then go or something like this. Okay, let's try again. I think even this first one is a little bit tricky for me still. Yeah, 2 big cuts might be. Still not a great landing. Let's see if we have enough speed this time. It'll be like this, and then... yeah, something like this. Just a little bit more towards the left. To instantly finish. That was not perfect, but better. Oh no. Okay. Oh, I think I clipped there. Would assume this like turn towards the right and the back there is a drift. Get more towards the inside. Yeah, you need to be on the inside because this, then you don't make the jump. Better. Really bad line. Really, really bad. Oh god. Nope. This will not be it. Somehow the world record will force you to go in reverse over one of those jumps. I'm not 100% sure, but there might be some shenanigans. Maybe something that I'm not even seeing. Yeah, but I feel like I've kind of figured out the obvious cuts at least. If I just could execute them in a better way, then I think we would jump quite a few places. I don't know. Some reason can't get these turns right. And also this beginning drop down, not amazing yet. Like this, and then, yeah, more towards the left still. Okay. A little bit of a broken respawn here, but I need something to aim there. Something to aim towards. No. Once again clip. And I mean the finish extends more towards left, so if you can hit that, it's probably good. Oh, okay, I did overjump the part that I actually wanted to jump off. Oh no. Oh well, let's continue. Only I was jumping a little bit closer towards the finish. Ah. Okay, welcome back, Rose Artemis. You finished your weekly shortsing. So, yeah, just did your discovery, I would assume. Seeing what these tracks are all about. Like this is a drift, no. And for some reason I didn't get a drift there. I could somehow bounce on that pipe, if that's even a plastic pipe, I don't know. Very interesting track though. Very different. This time not a pathfinding map per se, but just figuring out how and where to cut. Yeah, I think also the second jump will require a very specific line, and that's because of how that second part is lower than the road that you're driving on, so you can't, well, you need to kind of extend your path to still include that, to be able to still have more space to, well, accelerate towards the finish and jump off later. Okay. Let's go with a very wide drift and then something like that, but if only I was able to get that a little bit better. The start by me is just very weak, and I think I can improve quite a bit there. And I feel like we have to move on soon, otherwise we're gonna be here forever. Well, not quite, but yeah, interesting track for sure. Very different to what we've had the last couple of weeks, but I think I might come back to this maybe later if we have time. I think now let's go to Dawn and Mo. Interesting. Let's see what this is about. Alright. I was like kind of confused about the fragile blocks here, but I think that's just scenery. So since this is the fast track, I think we will have, well, some fast driving, meaning maybe some kind of midi full speed track again. Let's see. And I think I need to be angled to the left more. Where are we going? Oh, I see. Okay. Something like this, and then here it's all reactor boost, so no worries about jumping. And then yep, hit the finish, or hit the sides of the road before the finish. Not what I wanted to do. Yeah, since this is all penalties, it's like the penalty and reactor boost combination seems to have gotten a lot more popular. And then, yeah, here. Okay. Author medal. Yeah, the mowing part now makes sense, and I feel like, I'm not 100% sure, but I would assume that if you were to take less of the penalty surface, even with reactor boost, that would be better. But I'm also not 100% sure. I need to be so careful to not hit the border of the road there at the end like I did in my first attempt. Maybe go very inside here to get earlier towards the road. That seems to be a lot faster. And here, get to the road, and then be angled a lot better for that final part. This is like kind of difficult because it's blind, that crest. Not perfect this time. Still okay? It hit the border once again. Try to get another improvement here. I think time is already okay, but I think we can do better. Oh no. Looking at this, there might be some reactor boost shenanigans. Just from that weird bounce that I just had. Oh no. There might be some shenanigans here. I mean, who am I kidding? It's reactor boost, so there's always shenanigans, right? This I'm not 100% sure about, and then, yeah, just down the hill. Okay. Now let's go once again, and yeah, you're expecting zoop shenanigans. Also, yeah, looking at that, I mean, just kind of randomly had, because I was just angled quite towards the left very early, had a lot of bouncing going on. Okay. Not sure if going wide there is the play. I think my tighter line was a lot better. Let's try that again. Yeah, close to that, whatever that thingy is, that light pole. And then inside and down the hill. Ah, that's nice. I'm happy with this. 457th in the world. I think we can be happy with this for now. Interesting track for sure. I'm really curious about the records on this one for next week. We'll see. Next week's video will include that once again. And Scorpion, you have no idea how you got 77 on short 5. Well, we'll see. We'll see how we do. What is this? Well, the map is called Canyon 8. It's, I mean, you can see the capitalization on the track name in the left. It's AO8. And for those not familiar, AO8 tracks are just downhill tracks with, yeah, this going on. There's even bumpers. Oh god. What is this? So, I would assume snow car is not the fastest for this kind of thing. And okay, the finishes on the bottom are closer. Okay. So, wait a second. So, the path that I was taking was basically just snow car all the way. What if we go here? We could go desert car, which... yeah. Sure. And then there's even reactor boosts in these holes. And what is this? Is slow-mo? It's slow-mo. We don't want to take that. Oh my god. Yeah. And then there's red boost and stadium car on the left. And there's even something else on the right. We can check that in a bit. Yeah, if we can take a good line for that, then maybe this without hitting the bumper. No bumper. Even though, like, maybe bumper is fine if you somehow bounce on the side here as well. Yeah, of course I hit slow-mo. And that's slower. Interesting. Okay, let's also check what's on the right side here. That's bumper into Relica. No thank you. I think actually this idea on the right side here might be okay if we don't hit the bumper, which I once again did. And we're outside of the map. What is this? I mean, the last track is always weird, and yeah, I don't want to go towards that bumper. Can we somehow manage to avoid that? And there's another one here, obviously. Oh, maybe. No, don't hit the... Well. Okay. Decent. And Rosada Missy also pulled some absolute nonsense on this one. Got 98 at the time that you got this. Nice. Yeah, I'm very interested to see next week what actually is fast on this. Can we overjump the slow-mo? We can. Nice, another improvement. I don't know what this is. And yeah, I also can't wait to see what the world record on this will be next week. Like, it might even be that what I just did is not the best path. Maybe, like, for some reason doing rally car stuff, but nah. Like, there's a red boost on the left. And stadium car, which actually has some air control, so... I would assume that this is the way to go. But also, as I said, there are some reactor boosts in here. And yep. I feel like the fastest time will do something with this. So yeah, getting these reactor boosts is probably the way to go if you want to be super fast, but like, who am I kidding? I'm not gonna get anything done with that. What is this? I almost made the lower finish, but yeah, this is not a good angle. We're not breaking any physics here. It's all totally normal. I mean, you've not seen car bounce on like plastic surfaces yet? I would say this is totally normal. Nothing weird here. Okay. And reactor boost. It's just that I'm below the map. Yeah, I'm 100% sure that World Record will do some reactor boost shenanigans. Okay. But yeah, this classic AO8. Okay, maybe some nice bounce on the plastic here. Okay, okay. No, don't hit the finish. It's an improvement. I think I'm okay with this for now. Very much a classic LoL track, very much a whatever this is, and yeah, I'm really curious if people are gonna find out some strategy that will be like in some way consistent on this, but like I don't think I would. And as I said, maybe there's even some merit to going some other path. Maybe the snow car is actually good, or like maybe snow car backwards. I don't know. Probably not, but yeah, I think at least I'm fairly certain that probably taking one of these reactor boosts will be very beneficial if you can get a zoop towards the finish. Then you are so much faster than with anything else that you could do here. But yeah, I think that is it for our discovery of the new weekly shorts, week 64. If you enjoyed this, then leave a like on the video and feel free to subscribe. And we will be back next week. As I said before, if you want to catch me live, if I have time, I will be live on Sundays doing these. So feel free to join then either here on YouTube or on Twitch. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching and see you in the next one. So, bye YouTube. Exactly. Yeah, interesting tracks. Very interesting for sure. I think I enjoyed last week's and the week before more than this, but there are some very interesting tracks. As I said, I might go back to track number 2 with the drifting, and maybe I'll try to improve the cutting track, number 3. But yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting, these kinds of maps. Yeah, Scorpion, the reactor goes crazy. I would assume so. Yeah, I'm very curious to see what we will see in terms of records next week. Maybe also check out some other YouTubers or streamers, what they are doing, what they can figure out, especially on map number 5. But yeah, very interesting. So, since we did go a little bit longer on the campaign discovery than I originally wanted, but we did manage to get the author time on track number 15. I think I will have to call it. So yeah, we almost were going for 2 hours now. Had a lot of fun. Thanks a lot for everyone that joined the stream. Thanks to Rose Artemis, Scorpion, Efficience, and everyone else that was here. Whether you chatted or not, it all really it makes the whole thing a lot more enjoyable if there's people here and yeah, enjoying the stream, interacting. So yeah, thanks a lot for joining. I will see if I will have time for another stream during the week, but I hope that I will be able to come back next weekend for another Sunday stream where we will maybe do some more campaign discovery, and then also, or maybe some other stuff, and then, oh, sorry, hitting the microphone, and then also doing the weekly shorts once again. very fun. Always nice to have some people here for this. So yeah, even though like I know some of you also want to check the tracks out yourself first, thanks for still coming back and seeing how I was doing. And yeah, I think that is where we will call it. So yeah, I need to get something to eat now as well. So once again, thanks a lot. Have an awesome evening or day wherever you are, and have a nice start to the week. So thanks a lot, and see you next time.